So we have Azusa. We talked a lot about your 6 list, similar direction. We have Slimefoot. Slimefoot actually got a couple of cool upgrades. There is the... I don't know if the player decides to include it, but the birthing ritual, which is a card that seems to be made for Slimefoot.
Yep. Birthing Ritual is a really cool card. I'm still not sure where I put it. But I think the X or less part of it really saves it from being one of those niche playable cards.
Absolutely.
To, like, just putting it, like, when you have a bunch of ETB triggers and then you can churn through your deck with a Birthing Ritual and like go up in the mana cost. The one thing that's kind of difficult about it is that it's quite unpredictable, and in a 60-card list where you're playing a bunch of 4-obs, you can kind of more safely brew around it, but in a in one of these lists you have to be very sure that the card you're sacking is going to let you get well, not very sure that like you have a density of hits and you're going to be able to have enough cards in play so that the Birthing Ritual kind of does its job well.
Yeah. And there's a Thoughtseize looking at 4 lands.
Looking at 4 lands?
Yeah.
So this is one of the strong parts of
Azusa.
Of Azusa. He's just going to play Tech Edge into being able to port the land of the Slimefoot player.
Yep, and for the later value, there's also an Urza's Cave. So he can bring down a land that does something. There's a Death Shaman. Oh, that's not too impressive. So, turn 3, 7 mana available. Attack.
And this is one of the downsides, right?
True. I mean, he will probably activate the Urza's Cave end of turn.
Probably port and cave. Oh, no porting. Interesting.
No porting, okay. Is there a land engrave it? No. What does he have in mind? Maybe, does he have an instant or something? No, there's a Urza's Cave.
Maybe he wanted to make sure that what he's doing next turn is going to be able to happen. So he wants to leave the mana.
Okay. That's the thing. Okay. So we see a Dark Depths. And we see Crop Rotation. And he can he activate it right away? Yeah.
No, it's
2 mana, right?
Maya in play. Yeah. He would have to have a Yavimaya in play.
Okay.
That would be the absolute best case scenario.
And as we know, a 2020 flying is quite hard to handle for Slimefoot.
That's true.
Interesting. No more attacks here. There's a Radiant Fountain gaining 2 life. It finally, like, you can play this combo. This is the only motivation for me, because I really like the original artwork with this purple skyline or background, and you can play both cards in all borders.
But yeah, sure, yeah.
What are you going for?
Oh, the one I have, I don't think I'm ever going to play any other version than the original Cold Snap one that I have. So.
Yeah, I mean, okay, but if you're willing to pay, how much is it?
It's much cheaper now, but I think it was like $200 when I got it.
Yeah. That's another dedication. A dedication that I don't share for this particular combo.
Yeah.
But of course, the original one is very, very nice.
And I still love it so much because it puts like the like horror that's in the ground is very difficult to like identify what it actually is. It's just kind of there. I'm guessing he just when.
It's the dork is still a dorge. Yes, that's true.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't realize it. That was the mana that was missing. Yeah. So we have a war room and a boreal grazer. Oops. It's not quite the war room I was searching for. Oh, it has a cool new artwork if you like, if you're in the Fallout universe. But I also like this print here from the time travel that Doctor Who said.
That's the one I got now.
It's really cool with the telephone.
Because it used to be really expensive, but a couple reprints and it's not that bad anymore.
Your money's gone.
I think it was like $4 or something. So when it used to be like 20.
Was it that much?
I think it was that much, yeah.
Oh. Interesting that the Slimefoot player decides to include Riveteer's Outlook. Not Outlook. No, it's not called Riveteers. How's it called? The Gentriome.
Zeatori's Proving Ground, I think.
Right. Zeatori's Proving Ground. Yeah. Not sure, personally, if I would feature tap lands in a deck that wants to play Dork into Commander so badly. On the other hand, we've seen Thomas and other players including the whole cycle of Surveil lands.
I mean, I think the Surveil lands are incredibly powerful.
Absolutely.
So I see that kind of reasoning absolutely. To play those cards, it's but I do agree that it's kind of difficult sometimes when you're thinking about what that's going to cost you in terms of tempo maybe like every 5th game or 6th game, like every couple of games you're going to have a situation where you have this land that comes into the battlefield tapped and you can't really it's going to lose you the ability to cast a Fury or to cast your Commander or to cast whatever.
Yeah, true. Curse of Krupix, also a good card. We see a Dust Bowl, Urza's Cave again, Radiant Fountain again, War Room is taken care of with Fulminator Mage. 4 mana on board, we see a Fury. What is that? That seems to be in the Shapeshifter. That removes... Correct, Mask Vandal.
So depending on how well Slimefoot gets on the board here, he might start. Yeah, so this is a Curse of Krupix.
That's cool, you can take care of the crew cursor.
Leaving the battlefield.
Yeah.
We might start seeing him Dust Bowl lands, but he might also try to develop his own board. I mean, he gets to, if he has maybe he has another land. What does Green Suns for 5 get the Azusa player?
Maybe Titania, for example.
That's true. Titania might be the call here. It looks like he's going for
with the 4. With the 2 creatures, you can also get Undermountain Adventurer.
He's going for 4.
Yeah. Could be. No, Microsynth doesn't work because it's not green and it's cast trigger. I think it plays Adventurer. If you have that many creatures to block. Because then next turn you can start... next turn your opponent is able to play... Oh, it's an Oracle of Moldiah. That also works.
Okay, yeah. So maybe he already has a lot of... maybe he has more gas in hand. Yeah, I think I saw an Endurance.
I really love this artwork. I mean, the original one is cool too, but I really like this artwork.
Ooh, flipping lands there is very powerful. Okay.
Wow.
So he's probably gonna get
He
Dust
can
Bowl,
Dust
right?
Bowl
Yeah.
and GS set in one turn. Wow. That's crazy.
So he's also cut him off black mana now?
Yeah, opponent just... That's good. Good top tech, the Prismatic Vista searching for a swamp. Wow, yeah.
Next turn he can tick edge into Dust Bowl, take 2 lands. So I think this looks like a pretty, not one game, but it's gonna have to be a lot of good cards coming out of the Slimefoot side in order to combat this.
The Echoing Deeps was copying War Room, I expect.
I didn't see, but maybe. Yeah, probably. Okay, so yeah, we see a Slimefoot cast, and if he doesn't have anything to do with that 1 mana, which... I can't really tell what he has in hand.
He didn't copy anything? Okay. Why would you not do that?
Well, it comes into play untapped if he doesn't copy anything.
Ah, okay, in order to use the Dust Bowl. Okay, I see.
Oh, there's the target for the Worldly Tutor.
Wow.
Already on top of the library.
Jesus Christ. Ah, is that good? It would be better to Dust Bowl. No, of course, that's the right sequencing. Yeah, that's the right sequencing.
Yeah.
Getting rid of all the lands. I don't care about your Saprolings. You can do whatever you like.
Yeah.
End of turn. Call of Calling for 0? Oh. Pile on with the remaining mana. Yeah, that works.
That was absolutely the wrong timing to pile on, though.
Absolutely, yeah.
If he does it at the beginning of the turn there, then yeah, that changes a lot.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, I have a prime time on top of my library. I'm pretty okay. I mean, he gets to probably just get Dark Dips with the prime time.
Delighted Halfling does not say activated abilities of a legendary permanent, right?
No. I think it's just for legendary spells.
Yeah. Fair enough.
En fait, c'est qu'Alexandre, je vois très bien qui c'est, mais c'est juste que j'ai plus. En fait, j'avais plus son prénom, son nom de famille en tête. Du coup, oui, c'est Adoder.
So we have 30 guys with us, 35 actually. Ladies and gentlemen. This is the 4th round, by the way.
We've seen some interesting games of Magic so far.
Yeah. Some command zones we haven't seen for quite a while. Azusa is one of them.
There have been a lot of very potent cards printed for Azusa in the last couple of months.
That's why you started brewing 6, right?
I think I would have brewed 6 when it came out, regardless. But yeah, the card pool has gotten a lot better. I think 6 is a really cool card.
Absolutely.
And
yeah, I mean, Slimefoot is the classic John mid-range deck.
Yeah, and I think Azusa is the dream matchup for Azusa is Slimefoot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where, as opposed to having like having any combo deck is a nightmare matchup for Azusa, where you're basically just like, okay, hopefully. I mean, there's a new. Did you see the new cave that exiles cards in graveyard from on ETB?
Yes.
Yeah, so now mono green decks have access to graveyard interaction off prop rotation, which is pretty strong.
ça tu phase out qu'il pourra pas bloquer.
I hadn't seen that card, so I've just ordered it. Hopefully, it arrives by the time by tomorrow. But I don't think we're playing that many matchups where that's relevant.
Only one.
Graveyard interaction. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, okay. The graveyard interaction isn't relevant at all tomorrow, but
yeah.
So much stuff happening on the board. So I just wanted to check if you copy, if you make a big card, a big token. I mean, Dark Depths, and it's in the. And has no ice gonna sacrifice it. So you could technically, I mean, you can also Vesuva it and you make it copy right away, right?